Okay, we should be live on the right channel this time. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right channel this time. Okay, the audio sounds good. Can I get this set up in Discord and then we can finally begin? I apologize for the wait. Okay, we should be pretty much all set up. What's good, Pokemon? What's good, Jax? Welcome, fellas. Should be a fun one on tap. The Panthers and the Diablos. Carolina won this big game last year, and obviously the Diablos coach, yours truly, has a few saved in the ring case from last year. So the winner of this game will not be a first-time. Mr. Rob this is only his second year coaching the OFL. He won his first year, and he's going to try to do it again. And obviously, I won the 3 last year in OFL 20. What's good, Crockett? What's good, Boomy? Secured a bag this morning. Good for you. I specifically chose to do it at 3 because there's only one game on right now, and the Baylor-Wisconsin game didn't really interest me as much as the others, so not overly upset to miss that one. Baylor's up by 10 going into halftime. They'll win that pretty easily. Siri, give me a number between 1 and 2. Sirius like the 2. Who's listed as the home team? They are. Alright, so we're going to use the Carolina Panthers. I have a good feeling that we're going to win this game, but it could really go either way. Got a trade finished at a cost. Want want. Any specific jersey combo we want for Carolina? Wouldn't mind racking the color rush. Have they seen all these Big Ten teams get an upset? Yeah, I mean, the Big Ten looked like clearly the best conference in the country this year, but they are not faring too well. Purdue's done, Ohio State's done, Illinois is done, and my bracket is absolutely ruined. The past few seasons, if a tournament's actually been on with no pandemic, I've usually gotten like 2 teams in the Final Four right. The last 2 games, I've just lost 2 of them with Texas and now Illinois. So, Arkansas and Gonzaga, I'm going to need you guys to clutch up. Not really Gonzaga, though, because I would rather us make it than them. A running back was given... Did you trade Gore for Julio and Hopkins? The Eagles don't need a running back, though. That's like the one position they're good at. Maybe it wasn't Julio and Hopkins. Maybe it was a different 2. But Jaquan Gore and Kareem Hunt would be pretty filthy, I can't lie. Defensive tackle, center you got as well. Main bracket will go all the way. Well, I don't know how you nailed that, but I mean they're gonna have a tough battle with Oklahoma State because yeah, Oregon State's not gonna win that game. But here we go, OFL Bowl 11. I think we're on. Probably the 2 best teams in their conferences. I think these are the 2 teams who deserve it. The 13-3 top-seeded Carolina Panthers trying to win their 2nd straight OFL Bowl, taking on the Mexico City Diablos. Came short last year in the playoffs, but now they are here in the big game. And for the first time since, like, OFL Bowl 3, other than the sim year, the New England Patriots are not in the big game. So that's pretty refreshing. We're going to start on offense. Okie dokie. Still deciding what team you want to go. I mean, you don't have full control, but you will obviously be able to pick between a few teams. Jaquan Gore was given up. Wow. So who's going to be your running back? Here comes Big Phil Chippendale, who's been good in his first 3 playoff games. finished 4th in the regular season MVP voting. He also won the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Don't go to the NFC if you want to win. That's true. First play is a dot in the hands of T.J. Hawkinson. Who do we think is going to win the OFL Bowl MVP? Whoever gets it right gets, like, I don't know, some small reward. My guess is going to be Shaq Barrett. And it could be anyone on either team. Gus for bus? Oh, why am I not surprised? Booby's making all these moves just to go 6-10. I mean, if he doesn't have a quarterback who plays well, then yeah, 6-10 bound. But that AFC North is not very good. So,
Number 28, Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier.
I mean, the Cougars are a good team. Steelers maybe will get better. I mean, they're young, so I mean they should. And the Bengals are just Bengals. They're just blah. Flag. We got a holding probably on us. And it is on Colton Miller. Chip or Baker. You know, Chip and Baker would seem like the easy answers, but quarterbacks rarely win OFL Bowl MVP or Super Bowl MVP in this game. Technically, I don't know why. It doesn't make sense, but it seems to always be defensive players. OBJ, that's a good guess. I could see that because he always does really well in watch games. So. 3rd and 7, a strike into the hands of the new superstar dev for Juju Smith-Schuster.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
That was dangerous. Probably should have been picked. Chippendale got awfully lucky there. This Panthers team has been there, done that. They're pretty much the same core. So they know what it takes. Chippendale, meanwhile, was playing against teams in the MAC last year while Carolina was fighting for an OFL Bowl. Also have no second for the next 2 years. Oof. Let you out of the basement. No. Just got yourself a 94 speed receiver. Ooh. And his name is not Christian Kirk. You're not getting Christian Kirk. Second and 9, another pass that should have been picked. Again, Phil Chippendale, you're one lucky man. 3rd and 9 now. We are in field goal range. Oh, I forgot to change the kicker depth chart. Shoot! Daniel Carlson is our kicker today. Wah wah. Oh, okay, there you go. Juju Smith-Schuster with a 5. I'd rather new Lions kicker Fat Randy than Daniel Carlson in this game. Josh Jacobs is the first one to score. There you go. So the Diablos get the ball first. They drive down the field, a few big 3rd down conversions, and end up scoring a touchdown. So now Carolina's offense has to show up. Let's see what they can do. These offenses have both done pretty well watched as of recent. Can you join the league? Yes, you can. I'll try to put the Discord link in the stream chat. Usually it doesn't work for whatever reason. So if it doesn't work, I can trade Phil for you. No. All right, I don't know if the link worked, but if it did, you can join.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier.
Sydney's who went to... You aren't getting Kirk anyway, to be fair. So, he could have been at Superstar. Okay, I don't think the link worked, so... For anyone not in the league, including Jason, I'll put it in the announcements of the main Discord. So you can join it that way. IT is not a bust. I mean, he wasn't as good this year as he was last year, buddy. I mean, he's still a potential top 10 quarterback in the league. Look at JK. I've been trashing him every watch game, but he gets 20 on his first carry against my defense. He's going to run for like 150 on us, isn't he? He's going to be garbage in all these watch games and just choose to do well against us. I can feel it. IT can't win. I mean, his defense is pretty bad, to be fair. And the Chiefs' run game the past 2 years has been legitimately astronomically awful. So, it's not necessarily his fault. Buffering on 144p. I think the stream is fine. I guess that might be you. Yeah, mine is good. It's picked off! Who is that? Is that Devin White? Devin White with the INT, a massive turnover. The Diablos really have the momentum. By the way, since this is the OFL Bowl, even if the game becomes a blowout, we do not sim. We watch the whole game. So we could be up 35-0, and we're still going to watch. For the fun. Could Scooter play receiver? I have no clue. That's a good question. I wonder. Third and 20 now. The interception might not prove to be a big deal, and instead, they almost get the interception. Carolina needed to stop, and they get it. At Canada Wi-Fi. Running back it will be. I mean, you guys could use another running back, but... I love how Scooter made a quarterback, and his player's just never going to play quarterback. And remember when it looked like a lock that the Eagles were going to pick IT, and then they just didn't? Imagine if Isaiah Thomas was on the Eagles right now. Hey, Jax, this is a gift for me. What a nice gift. That corner is Butterfinger. I think it was Richard Sherman. Sherman showing off those Butterfingers first quarter in the books. Diablo's looking good early, but there's still plenty of game left to be played. Mexico City leads 7-0. Here's a nice run for JK all day, who has been pretty good today. Pretty good.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First quarter did go by fast. Seems like the first quarter always goes fast. You can get rid of your second rounder, just going to use it to trade up and get the kicker. Yes! I hope the kicker gets picked in the first round. That would be beautiful. Watch the kicker be not good. That would be funny. 3rd and 4 for Carolina. They could use a conversion, and they have a wide open receiver. I think it's Duvernay. All of Baker's passes have been caught, just not always by his team.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
JK again. Carolina's first 5 minutes of this game were not ideal, but they are playing a lot better. Offense will be fun to watch. It certainly should be, yeah. The kicker is not good. You have another one. And Joey Sly. Madden kickers growing trees. That's fair. With what receiver? He said he traded for 2 new receivers. Probably Julio and Hopkins. With what running back? Gus Bus. Yeah, that's not an ideal running back, but I mean, Gus has played pretty well in OFL 21 when he's gotten the shot.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 12. Baker under pressure. He connects with OBJ for a big play. Carolina's starting to get it together with 3:35 to go in the first half. Second and goal. If we can get a goal line stop here, that would be really big. Based on how JK's ran, that might not happen. He doesn't get anything there. And Marcus Gilbert's hurt. So that leads to a 3rd and goal. This might be one of the biggest plays of the game so far. 3rd and goal at the 7. Can Carolina punch it in? Baker has all day to throw, and he's just going to throw a dump off. Don't really give that decision by Baker. He had plenty of time to do something with it and just didn't. Carolina's going to be forced to kick the field goal because of that. Now, to be fair to Carolina, they do start the ball in the second half, which is a pretty big deal. But wish QBs ran more in this game, yeah, but EA is just they're not the brightest. They're definitely not the brightest, but was that ever an issue in the past, QBs running? Because it's been an issue the past few years, but I don't know if it's been a big issue in the past, which is odd. But Madden seems to be making their game worse. Hopefully we have a revised franchise for 22. That would be pretty nice. Nothing there for Jacobs. That'll probably bring us to the 2-minute warning. Carolina picking it up as the game has gone along after a pretty slow start. Mexico City currently leads 7-3. As he gets it to Juju for a nice play. Phil has been pretty meh so far. I mean, he hasn't been bad, but I certainly would not say he's been good. First down now after the 2-minute warning. Another short pass is a success. Here we go. Now we have it close to midfield. Had Russ just run a 40-yard touchdown on you earlier. Please don't tell you suck. As it's intercepted right as I was looking away by Kaiser White. Right when I looked up, I saw the balls in the Panthers' hands, and in my head, I'm just like, what the hell just happened? Kaiser White with a massive turnover, and Carolina now gets the ball. Welcome, RMP. Not a great day for RMP. And selfishly, Illinois losing is not good for me at all, but I would imagine it's worse for him. What a time to be in Illinois. Yeah, what happens with Io and Kofi? Are they going to declare? I mean, Illinois still has some good players, but I don't know if they're a contender without those two. And if those guys were to return, they'd be probably the preseason favorites. Carolina just got a turnover and did absolutely nothing except for waste around 20 seconds of clock. Io's gone for short. I would think that, I would agree, but what would make him return this year? I don't know. He probably will declare, but... And same with Coburn. I mean, did those two guys really improve their stock dramatically? I mean, I guess they did a little bit, certainly, but... And on the flip side, what are they going to be able to do next year if it really improves them? So, yeah, they probably will declare, but who knows? Look at Juju, he gets 61! Be shocked if Io came back, and if he did, that would be pretty incredible, but... Yeah, you're probably right. That might have been that core's last stand. Crazy that those two guys only played 2 tournament games. That's wild. Beal will be in a Knicks jersey next year. Wow, that's interesting. Another missed throw by Phil. He has been off today. Kobe probably won't even get drafted, but he's dirt poor. I mean, I could see someone picking him in the second round. I mean, he does not have much of an outside game, which certainly hurts him, but... I mean, if Udoka Azubuike is getting picked at 27, not that Kofi was as good of a college player as Udoka, but... Chip connects in the back of the end zone. Juju's had one darn good game so far. He has been very good. And Mexico City takes a 2-score lead with 13 to go in the game. The Wizards franchise is Buns. You're not wrong there. You're definitely not wrong. That team is kind of a mess. Now with 11 seconds, are they just going to run the ball? Run the clock out? Juju will win OFL Bowl MVP. I think he's been the MVP of the first half. Good half from the Diablos indeed. We started off really good, and we ended really good. The middle was shaky, but Mexico City 1 half away from dethroning, is that a word? The defending champs. Carolina does start the ball in the second half. They're far from out of this game. But Mexico City is looking good, although Phil has been a little bit shaky. LeVar will cause Lonzo to be unside and not play a game in 4... Yeah, no. I would be happy to sign Lonzo Ball if nobody else would, because he's a good player now. The Diablos win the OFL Bowl. Octi rigged it. Oh, you missed all the rigged comments last year when I won 3 in a row. Although none of them were, like, more than half serious, but...
J.K. Dobbins, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
If Baker can, like, do what he did in that Bucks game late in the regular season, there's no reason why Carolina can't come back. I mean, although we've been the better team in the first half, Mexico City looks very beatable right now. But Carolina has to get a play here or else. That'd be pretty bad for them. And they're just going to run it with Dobbins. He gets for first and more. J.K. Dobbins down the field. Is he going to get caught? No, he's not. A 68. 1 away from the magic number. Yard touchdown for J.K. Dobbins. And this game just got real interesting. Everyone knows Octi rigs the OFL. If I rigged it, that play would not have happened. They're going to go for 2 now, aren't they? They'd be wise to, yeah. Octi gives up 3 pick sixes. If the Panthers get this, they'll only be down by 3. And that's not going to happen. A sack for Shaq Barrett. So it is 14-9. Is that a scoregami? Why does JK only choose to do well in watch games against us? Whenever Carolina's on watch, I said earlier in the stream that JK is usually not any good. But of course he chooses to run wild on us. There's still plenty of time. This is still anyone's game. We do have the lead in the ball, which is big, but we need to get Josh Jacobs a little more. He hasn't been great today, or really at all in the playoffs, but if we can get him moving like Carolina's getting JK moving, that would be big time. And right as I say that, look at him stumble for a nice gain of 10. EA pocket awareness. From Baker on the 2-point conversion. Is that the first sack of the game, though? There have not been a lot of sacks today. Will the offseason videos be out? The offseason, at the latest, for re-signings and roster videos is going to be up tomorrow. Maybe tonight, although, who knows? It'll be tonight or sometime tomorrow. And then re-signings will probably run till like Thursday, then free agency, last second scouting, and then the draft will be sometime probably within the next week and a half or so. Third and 4. If Carolina can get a stop here, they would have all of the momentum. Here's Chippendale. He will be broken up. That was a solid pass, but Richard Sherman, I think, jumped in front of it. Big defensive play for Carolina. And they can take the lead here. I mean, once we scored that touchdown before the end of the half, we were really looking good, but I don't know. Why can we not run through re-signings right after the game so we can submit re-signings right after? Because I would have to go through every team. I mean, I can go through your guys' teams and everyone who's in here who wants to see them. I can do that. And then you guys can submit them, but the video will be up at the latest tomorrow. I'm probably going to put something on the community tab later today or tomorrow, hopefully get some more people in here, because this would be a good time to do so, starting right in the off season. Third and 6 for the Panthers. Baker's pass is tipped and incomplete. What has happened to the Baylor game? Is that still in halftime? I would think the second half would have started by now. 47-31. All right, Diablo's got the ball back. They get a stop this time. More GMs equals more fun, yeah. We have quite a few interesting rosters open, so if we can find a few good coaches who can be active, that would be really big. What is good, Lucario? Welcome to the stream. How you doing, my guy? Second and 10. Chip is under a lot of pressure. He just has to get rid of it. He's been under 50% today. I mean, Phil Chippendale's just not been at his high level that he's played at since, like, week 5. Third and 10. Chippendale incomplete again. He had all day to throw it, but really good coverage. Someone will hopefully take the Bengals. The Bengals have never had an active coach. Here, let me see the list of teams that are available, because there's, like, I think 6 or 7. Steelers, Sentinels, Bengals, Titans, Raiders, Pats. I think it's that group. So 6. The Steelers could be a sleeper team next year if they can improve. Orlando, they have the 2nd overall pick. Bengals have Lamar Jackson. The Titans, Bannon loves the Titans playbook, so they have that going for him. The Raiders have Eddie Small. The New England has a really good roster, but just they don't have a quarterback. Pats are probably the best team in the. I'd say on paper the Pats aren't, but if someone wants like a young team or a rebuild, I think the Raiders would be a really fun team to use. They have a good young rookie quarterback. They have a few pieces around him, but they're also a few pieces away, and it's a pretty tough division. When is the next time you can GM? I think we'll let you, since we have a few open teams and you haven't been bad, for lack of a better term, since FG incident. I think I'll probably talk it over with the admins later today, but probably this offseason, since the Raiders are available, if you want to take the Raiders again, I think we'll allow that. If you didn't trade away Thielen, Rott, and Barrett, your team would be stacked. Yeah, but I don't think those 3 players would lead you guys to, like, a playoff spot. Although, thanks for Shaq Barrett, by the way. I appreciate it. Panthers are slowly moving it down the field, but they are doing a solid job.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Solid play for Mike Gesicki. Carolina's now in field goal range. Not that they're needing a field goal, considering they're down by 5, but who knows? Might trade Eddie Small. I'll take him. Since he's not your guy. He's not your guy, but he's pretty darn good. Juan and Barrett are both playing right now. That's true, yeah. A former Raven who you traded away is going to win this game. It's just a matter of which one. 3rd quarter in the books. Mexico City is a quarter away from winning, but Carolina, who's down by 5, has it on the opposing 27. So this is literally anyone's game to win. Baker on 2nd down, connects with OBJ. Carolina's getting close. Depends on the draft class. Well, wherever Raiders picking, they just missed out on the playoffs. So you'll probably have to pick in the teens. We know Boomy's picking the Canadian sensation. And I think there's another quarterback. I mean, there aren't a ton of QB-needy teams at the moment. But I would have to think somebody would take him. Well, Boomy, you pick Edo Lucario, so you don't have to worry about calling dibs out of him. 2nd and 2. Dobbins does not get it. Carolina's going to have to go for it, too, if they don't get it. J.K. Dobbins is definitely the MVP for the Panthers. For us, I think our MVP is Juju, but I think they're going to give it to Devin White. Unless something big changes. 3rd and 3. Baker, end zone. Incomplete. I couldn't tell if he caught it or not. I think that was Jeff Okuda who broke it up. 4th and 3 at the 4. You got to go for it here if you're the Panthers, right? They're doing it. They're going to go for it, baby. Hands it off for the fullback. I don't think he got it. No. He only gets 2. The front 4 with a massive stop, and Carolina does not score. What did the Sentinels pay at quarterback? I don't think the Sentinels will if they're a CPU team because they have Tua. If they're a user team, if they get a new coach, then that would be a really interesting prime landing spot. Is he in the end zone? He's not. But this is prime safety territory. Do the Tigers need catchers? Does the Blue Jays have too many? Yeah. I mean, Jake Rogers isn't spectacular. Grayson Griner, whoop-de-doo. Oh, we have Wilson Ramos, I forgot, but he's like 35, so he doesn't count. 3rd and 9, I think you just got to run it again. I don't trust a throw here. Okay, that's a good call. So Carolina's defense gets a stop. They have another shot with around 5 minutes to go. still anyone's ball game. Madden drafting logic, you gotta remember, that's true. If I'm the Sentinels, I probably would pick a quarterback because Tua just has been very unspectacular for them. But who knows? We'll have to see. Panthers have it back with 5.5 to go. Let's see what they can do. Baker, that should have been intercepted. That was right in his hands. Wow. Reese, Riley Adams, Moreno, Kirk, and Jansen. Wasn't Reese McGuire the guy that did that one interesting thing in public? So I'd prefer not him, but the other ones are cool. Would you be willing to trade up, get your guy? Trades up one spot ahead of the Ravens and picks the Canadian? That'd be a little bit funny. I can't lie. Dumps it off for Gesicki. He gets maybe a yard. Nothing more.
Complete to Mike Gesicki. He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
What users in the class? Not a ton of users. I don't remember exactly offhand, but for on our time, I wish we had more user players. Because, I mean, having someone like Theo last year, yeah, everybody disliked Theo and he was annoying, but having people like him is good, but the only problem is he took it too far and was annoying. And eventually got the boot. Rooting for me, I appreciate that, noob. And Lucario, and not that Boomy. Carolina has it at the 8, 1st and goal. Dobbins. Does he get in? No, not on that play. They just have to keep feeding J.K. Dobbins. I can't believe I'm saying that because he never does good in watch games, but he, of course, is against our team. Another stop. 3rd and goal at the 3. Again, Carolina has to go for it if they don't get it. Can our defense get 2 goal line stops in the 4th quarter? Baker, end zone, touchdown. Alrighty, Carolina takes the lead. I don't know who 89 is, but they're up by 1. Christopher Herndon, they're up by 1 with 2:12 to go, and they're going to go for 2 again, as they should, trying to make it a field goal deficit. Mayfield connects with Gesicki. Okay. We've seen crazier things happen in the OFL Bowls. We've seen crazier things happen in this postseason, but can Mexico City drive down the field? Phil Chippendale's had some game-winning drives in the postseason, including last week, I believe, against the Jets. He can do it again in the OFL Bowl. Phil Chippendale's been clutch all postseason, but today he's not played well. This is his first playoff game where he's been bad for his standards. Based on the way our receivers have played, get the ball in the hands of Juju Smith-Schuster because he's been electric today. Mr. Rob has never lost an OFL Bowl. He's 1-0. I've never lost an OFL Bowl. I'm 3-0. Trying to get win number 4. Okay, good play before the 2-minute warning. We have all 3 timeouts. Time is not an issue. And remember, field goal does tie it. So I'm not worried about the clock right now. I would rather lose this game off of like a turnover or something than clock management. We better not lose on clock management. If we lose some other way, fine. But we're not losing because EA screws us with the clock. Chippendale downfield. It's caught. Oh, baby. Christian Kirk, I think, to the 29. Was he in bounds, though? That play was super close. No, he got 1. He only got 1 in. Right there, the left foot is in, the right foot is not. So they're going to reverse this one. That is gigantic. You've never lost an OFL Bowl, that's true. J.K. Dobbins is definitely the MVP of this game, no doubt. All right, the play is reversed. That's the right call. That's the right call. He was not in bounds. You better knock the... Let's hope so. Jays are undefeated in the World Series. Yeah, because they barely make it. Shots fired! At least it's not undefeated like the Lions undefeated in the Super Bowl. Because we've never made one. At least the Jets have one. Nobody cares about these two sorry teams. We want to see the GOAT Tom Brady. Well, Tom Brady's a backup here, so... Tom Brady was our backup last year, but he's now the backup for Jordan Love with the Bucs. You've never won a watch game. Ouch. Never lost an OFL? Well, there you go, noob. Another flag, and it's holding on Nitane Muti. That is a big penalty. And now it's 1st and 20. The offense has looked good on this drive for a few bad plays and penalties. Now it's 2nd and long. There's still plenty of time. Time is not an issue. Get it to Jacobs. But one time I want to dump it off. The play does not work, of course. And now it's 3rd and 13. If we don't get it, I think we have to go for it. Because JK is just going to run for a first down if we punt it. Chippendale connects a huge play for Deontay Harris into the end zone. Touchdown, Mexico City. No flags. I think that's Deontay Harris, the little guy, with the biggest play of the season. Second biggest play. The Hail Mary is still first. And now Mexico City takes a 4-point lead with 1:15 to go. Wow. Deontay Harris comes up clutch at the biggest time. And now Carolina has to move it downfield. Joe Namath sold away the Jets' future quarterbacks for a Super Bowl. You're probably right. Except for Mark Sanchez. The Sanchez doesn't count. Raiders were undefeated in snowy AFC divisional games. Never mind. Carolina's 1:15 to roll, 3 timeouts, but this situation is a little bit different from when we got the ball because Carolina's down by 4. A field goal does nothing for them. They need a touchdown. And their passing game has not been great today. They've been led by the run, but now they can't really run the ball a whole lot. Maybe you can throw in a couple runs, but with 1:12, you need 77 yards in 72 seconds. We've seen Baker play really well and watched, and that's not an ideal start. Shaq Barrett with the sack. Oh, baby. Carolina does not call time. I think they probably should have. 2nd and 20. Gets it to Gesicki. Makes up a lot of yardage. Now it's 3rd and 3. We're down to 47 seconds. One of the biggest plays of the game thus far at the 30. Baker, up the middle, connects with a big play. They have to call time here. They can't just waste them all, and they do with 30 seconds. Oh, boy. Carolina has it at midfield with 2 timeouts and 30 seconds. Okay, at the 49. Same thing. You just want a good finish? Well, we've got a good finish. Baker, again. This time for a gain of 26. Carolina calls their 2nd timeout. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. From the 23. Another short throw for Gesicki. They have to call time, and they do. The Panthers are out of timeouts. Now at the 14. 20 seconds to play. 2nd and 1. Baker, under pressure, he's sacked. Bobby Okereke might have just ended it. Are they going to get another playoff? They do. This is it. 3rd and 8 for the OFL Bowl. Baker. It's incomplete and the game is over. What an ending. But Mexico City has won the OFL Bowl in incredible fashion. What a final 2 minutes to this game. Wow. The Diablos are Season 2, technically Season 3, champions. And now my hand is almost full up with rings. Now I just need one more and I'll get the thumb. Who is the MVP? They're going to give it to Devin White, aren't they? I don't think we really have an MVP. Juju didn't do anything in the second half. Chippendale was not consistent enough. I think they're going to give it to Devin White because of the interception, but I feel like you should almost give it to J.K. Dobbins because he was the best player in the game. He didn't even throw to the end zone. No, he did not. He was under a lot of pressure, to be fair, but who are they going to give MVP to? It's going to be Devin White, I know it. They give it to Juju. Okay, that's the right call. Juju was our best player today. I'm surprised. Madden actually got it right. I'm impressed, EA. I'm impressed. Have we ever had a rookie quarterback win an OFL Bowl? We've had Brad Kaya do it. We've had a lot of other weird, exotic QBs, but I don't know if we've ever had a rookie. Phil Chippendale, the #1 overall pick, with Jacobs, Juju, and Devin White at the podium. We were 1-3 after week 4, and it didn't look like we were going to make the playoffs. But here we are. What a game. Probably the most exciting OFL Bowl we've had in OFL 21. I would have to say. OFL 20, there were some absolutely crazy ones. But this one was pretty wild. Baker Mayfield was solid. I wouldn't say he was great. He was good. Chippendale played better as the game went along, but he only completed 50% of his throws. He was not at his best. J.K. Dobbins was a goddamn machine. He was incredible. Longest run of 69. Nice. Josh Jacobs was not a machine. Receiving, Devin Duvernay led the game in catches. Juju, of course, led in yards. The OFL Bowl MVP, and I agree deservedly so. Deontay Harris had the game-winning touchdown. On defense, Devin White had 15 tackles. I'm shocked they didn't give it to him. I think Juju deserves it. I didn't realize White had 15 tackles and 2 for a loss. Maybe they should have given it to White. Sacks for Garrett, Barrett, Watt, and the game winner by Okereke. Interceptions for Kaiser White and Devin White. No relations, I believe. Kirby Sneed has locks like Octi. Well, Kirby Sneed is a cool dude then. Alright, so we're going to go over regression. And if you want to see your team's re-signings, type in the chat. Type in the chat, Chippendale is the GOAT. If you want to see your re-signings. Because he is. Chip is not the GOAT. What? Lies. Alright, Packers and Caps, and I kind of want to see ours. So, Packers, Caps, and Diablo so far. Raiders, Chippendale is the GOAT. Good job, Lucario. You got it. Alright, I don't think we have to do anything else. I think we can just sim now. Octi won another ring. Yes, he did. Ring number 4. In dramatic fashion, for the most part. J.K. Dobbins back, did all it could to carry Carolina, but not enough. Ooh, season recap tab. 4-time champion, Mexico City Diablos. That's not technically true, but I mean, I guess the Broncos would now have 4 rings. And then the awards, even though they only show NFC Offensive and Defensive Player of the Years. Alright, Thunderbird re-signing, so I think we're up to like 5. Retirements. Marcus Gilbert and Richard Sherman retired from Carolina. Mark Ingram, Rodney Hudson, and Brandon Brooks. Texans got hit hard. That's what she said. A.J. Green. Julio retired. Okay. Doesn't look like he's going to Baltimore if he's not actually going to play. This is a major monkey wrench for Boomy, isn't it? The Chiefs lost their whole goddamn offensive line. Jason Kelsey, Trent Williams, and Mitchell Schwartz retire. Yeah, IT, you got to get out of there now, bud. Geno Atkins, Joe Flacco. And then a bunch of free agents. Alright, regression. Which tab would that be in? That'd be in this one. Odell is 30 now. Kaepernick is a 68. Who is the highest rated quarterback on New England? I genuinely do not know. New England got hit quite a bit. Not even a question now. It shouldn't be a question. You got to get out of there, bud. No, not Shinobi. Rams got hit quite a bit. Wow. Did Brandon Williams retire? I think Julio was the only one for the Eagles. John Bostic is 58. Oof. He should have just retired. Jimmy Jesus is 31? I didn't realize he was that old. Not a whole lot for the Sentinels. Chandler Jones falls to an 86. Other than that, nothing much for Portland. Mack is only a 92 now. He's starting to regress quite a bit. Russell Wilson is only a 95 and only the second best quarterback on this team. Bobby Wagner goes down 27 points. Eek. That's a lot. Boom, we traded for aging players and retired players. Tannehill's only a 69. Nice. He's also 35. Time flies. Hey, Jackson, another gift for me. He just says nice. Who do we start? We started with Carolina. Tom Brady goes down 30. He is not retired at the age of 46. Ebron, ha! Catching goes down 1. How is it an 82? It should be flipped, like a 28. Cardinals get hit quite a bit. Von Miller goes down 18. Wow. She is legal. Chargers get absolutely pounded. KC, they still have one offensive lineman left, and David DeCastro, but everybody else, poof. Travion Henderson is now a 63. Plays like a 93. Colts have a few guys starting to go down. Not Mo! Dallas gets hit quite a bit. How about the champs? No big hits for the Diablos. They're going to run it back. We're like the only team to not have someone regress by like at least 10 points. Wait, did that say Kareem Hunt? He's 28 now. Huh. Almost done with regression, and then we'll get to the people who are here for re-signings, and then I guess that'll do it for today's stream. Kirk Cousins is a 69. Nice. Rodgers falls to an 82, it looks like, for the Packers. That brings us back to Carolina. All right. Re-signings. We'll, I guess, go in order. Not much for the Raiders. All right, who is next? Baltimore. Are you going to re-sign Drew Lock? Nope. So Drew Lock, who's asking for $145 million, is going into free agency. Will somebody pay him that? Alex Noah's here. How much is Booming going to pay him? Oh, yes. I'm going to show cap space as well. Good call. The next person who's here is Nick. Nope, not re-signing. You mean you don't want to give him $30 million a year? All right, the next one who's here is Jax. How did the game go? The game was pretty close for the most part. We had a 14-3 lead, I believe, at half, but J.K. Dobbins had a really long run early in the third quarter. Our offense, Phil Chippendale really was not all that good. And they took the lead with like 2.5 minutes to go. We had a big play late on a third down by Deontay Harris, and were able to get a stop to end the game. Last 2 minutes were probably the second most exciting ending this year in the playoffs, behind that one Hail Mary that happened to happen towards the end of a certain divisional round game. I don't know if Noob is here or if he asked for them, but we'll show him anyway. I nearly became the Falcons. We were only up by like 11, though. The Falcons were up by 25. Do we have anybody big? Johnny Hecker, I don't like that. You're definitely coming back, Chief. Hamler's an interesting one. Ooh, Okereke wants a lot. And Deontay Harris, too. I didn't know these guys were up for re-signings. Great. I mean, these were the two guys who made the big plays late in the game. Deontay Harris at the game-winning touchdown. Okereke at the game-winning sack. And Josh Uche wants 72! Good Jesus Christ! Yeah, no, bye-bye, Josh. It's been a pleasure having you, buddy. You're not getting $72 million. Good Lord. So, we did not get hit hard by regression, but clearly our cap space is going to take a major blow. When do trades become official? After re-signings, which will probably be like Wednesday or Thursday. Is that everyone else? Oh, Packers. And then that'll be everyone who's here. And obviously there's going to be a whole video for all 32 teams, either later today or tomorrow. And for those who are here who did see their re-signings today, if you want to do them now, or I guess now as in like DM them to me now, that's fine. Or you can do them later by Wednesday or Thursday or whatever. Alright, salaries. Let's see how much cap space everybody has. Everybody should have a lot. Like, the Packers have 149, the Panthers have 148. This is the first offseason where there are some good players going into free agency. I mean, Josh Uche, Deontay Harris, and Bobby Okereke are all very tempting. Yeah, everybody's, like, pretty much equal. The Ravens have 178. Is there any team under 100? Like, geez. But you got to remember, a lot of everybody's core is going to be up for a new contract within the next season or two. So, do you want to spend big and probably lose some core pieces, or wait a year or two and make sure everybody's back? Cardinals are under 100. They only have 90. That's, I say only 90. That's still a lot. Colts only have 81. But again, that's still plenty. We're at 117. The Eagles are only at 80, so the Eagles have the lowest amount of cap space and finish with a worse record. Interesting, but if we know Mills, we know that he knows darn well how to draft. So, I wouldn't be too worried about the Eagles. Alright, that's everyone. So I guess that will do it for the stream. Another season of OFL action in the books, another reign for yours truly in the offseason. We'll be starting within the next day or so. So, should be fun. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you guys later.